this is BonBonB plays Cities Skylines. I'm BonBonB, and as always, you're very welcome. Well, we'll get back to the map in just a few moments, but I'll have a request from Mickey or Mickey7. Apologise if I've got your name pronounced wrong there. To go through some of the mods that I'm using at the moment. So I've gone to the content manager before we get started to have a look at what is open and running. Hard mode, yes, that can be done, and it is a challenge, but it does stifle creativity. And at the moment, with the game that I'm playing with Diamond City, I'm looking to see how the systems work and try and reduce the traffic, which is difficult enough without setting to hard mode. Unlimited money, obviously, and unlock all, obviously. And all areas purchasable, where I have opened up all the map already. So these three should come as part of the standard package. You won't need to upload those or download those. Where are we? So I'll scroll down. Now I'm using the automatic Bulldoze as buildings become abandoned or burnt down. They don't immediately demolish, but after a short while they do. It does save hunting around and manually clicking the Bulldoze on and accidentally deleting perfectly fine buildings and so forth. The first person camera, which is very nice indeed, it brings you right into street level. I believe I've got another one operating as well, and I'm not sure which one works and which one doesn't. It's been a while since I installed these. Now the tree brush, I installed it because everybody said you've got to install it, so I did, and it's fine, but I like a little bit more accuracy in my tree placement. I guess it's fine if you wanted to set a whole map and wanted a little bit of randomness to the tree positioning, but to be honest, doesn't work for me. It's fine, but it doesn't work. No more purple. Right, well, no more purple. As you know, the pollution to the ground comes up as a purple, which is, I haven't a problem with that at all. But when I saw brown, I thought, ooh, I prefer this look, and it's just like a more natural colour than the purple. Gone with that. I think it looks better. To be honest with you, I'm fine with the purples as well. It's not a problem either way for me. Automatic emptying, well, exactly what it says on here. The cemeteries and the garbage disposal areas, etc. They will automatically empty when the opportunity occurs. And right, no more purple, brown water. Well, that's the no more purple. I'm not sure why I haven't got that clicked. I'm going to do it. I understand, I do. Right. So yes, that's obviously the same, but with the water instead of the land. Now the traffic mods, I've used both of them in the previous city, New Legopolis, and both were fine. I'll get to the second one. The Traffic Plus does offer a lot more customizationable qualities to the city, but I've heard that it can glitch the game, and so I thought, no, I'll take that out as it's glitching for other people. Didn't have any personal problems with it, but apparently it was, and it was also slowing everything down on other people's games. So I'm thinking, well, if I can get by without using it, I will. So I am, and I have. Infinite ore and oil. Well, yes, if you're using customized zones and in industry and you are mining for ore or oil, that does run out. Now, of course, in real life it does run out, but in the game it does run out fairly quickly. So you can set an entire area to be ore mining, and then within, I say, a few short hours, a few long hours of gameplay, but certainly by the time you finish building the city, it's run out and you're having to rezone it. It seems a bit dumb to me. You know, yes, eventually you would have to rezone it, but yeah, it just doesn't doesn't feel natural to me, so I've gone with the infinite ore and oil there. Ambient occlusion and makes the game a little bit prettier. Sunshafts makes the game a little bit prettier. There we are. See? Nice pretty game. Enhanced zoom, and this is the other one from the first person previous mod that I mentioned. It was yeah, this one brings you right in and right out, and actually when you mouse scroll down to ground level, you literally drop in almost Google Earth Street View style, and then you use the WSD keys to just drive around through you. Of course, you drive through buildings, etc. There's no collision built into the game, so you can go anywhere and do anything. It's not quite Grand Theft Auto. Right, now a few that I haven't got switched on here. The extended public transport user interface. Actually, that's not bad. I haven't got it running here because I'm not really doing much with the public transport. Can't remember the exact details of it. Worth having a look at. I do recommend that one as a goodie if you want to use the public transport and get in a little bit deeper than the game normally allows. Then you've got the extended building information mod. Honestly, forget it. Forget it. It is the level up requirement part of it is nice to know, although it's not always necessarily something you can do anything about. The random building name and company description is hysterical. Absolutely hysterical. Not hysterical in it's actually genuinely funny, but it's almost gibberish. Not gibberish, but it's quite often it makes very limited sense and actually doesn't add anything to the mod. So I think the game is better without the random building name, etc. The level up requirements, if that's something that you really want to know, then yes, add this mod. Traffic Manager. The Traffic Manager is the first traffic mod I ever used, and it's very simple. It allows you to add traffic lights, remove traffic lights. You can the main advantage I found with it was adding particular lanes at junctions for left turn, right turn, straight ahead, which it's not quite as specific as the Traffic Plus mod, but if you want everything in that left hand lane, if you've got a junction that's come up and the game has automatically assigned 1 lane left, 1 lane right and 4 lanes straight on, but you want half left, 1 lane right, and yeah, you can specifically do that with the Traffic Manager. Very nice little mod, that one. Remove stuck vehicles. Actually, I could probably do with switching that back on. I'll show you that briefly as to why. Yes, confused and blocked vehicles. Nice. And then the unlimited trees mod. Once again, the original game restricts you, I believe it is to 250,000 trees in the game. And if you slap a building over a tree that is already there, that tree is still counted. So the unlimited tree mod does allow you to place way more trees, and I will switch that on if ever I find that I've run out of trees. I could switch it on now, but I cannot. I'm not worried. I'll say I can't be bothered. It's as simple as doing that, but I'm not going to. I don't know why. It's just one of those things. I'm leaving it off. The efficient monitoring of the Skylines Overwatch. Efficient monitoring of framework to monitor and categorize buildings. I'm not even sure what that does. I must have added it for a reason. I must have switched it off for a reason. Not sure what or why that is there, but I'll leave it off for now. Then we have the Terraform tool, which you've seen me use, and you've possibly even seen the tutorial I've done for that. And finally, the ground level camera, see your city up. And once again, this is switched on. And I'm not sure why I've got a third option for ground level, but it's switched on. So, and it doesn't seem to be glitching the game, so I'm going to leave it on. Although I have crashed the game a couple of times with ground. Perhaps having 3 ground level cameras is what's crashing my game. Maybe. So, Mickey 7. Those are the active mods I've got at the moment. I haven't really looked at the workshop in great detail recently, so I'm sure there are some really good new ones I could be using, but those are the ones I'm running with at the moment. And let's head back to the city map. So here we are back at the map, and I'm going to do a quick drive through on the reception area. As you'll see, I'm doing it at a low elevation, not actually at ground level. That's just because the WASD keys are a little bit too difficult to control at ground level to give you a smooth view of the area. I did just do a recording and it was absolutely, frankly, impossible. I'd hate watching it. I'd rather just take you through it at a sensible level. So here we are. So you enter the reception zone here. You can see there's an awful lot of traffic going around it, so it shows it is working a little bit. And then as the traffic comes in, they then hit this bridge, and you get to this junction where everybody's taken into this loop, and then line that one up, and then you come along here, the freight goes into this one, and then it will then leave the city via that route, or excuse me, or you come around here and then you offload your freight into there to go into the city. That's as simple as that. As simple as that. Now, why it's working really well, and why it's working too well, and why it's not working at all. This side, as you can see, loads of freight coming in. This is all traffic that's been taken off my road network. It's working so well that, look, we've got trains backing up to get in here. Now, backing up trains is almost as bad as backing up cars. In fact, in some ways it's worse. But it's working beautifully. This side, though, look, nobody. The actual station use, this one, no passenger service in the last week. This one, no passenger service. Now, they are getting used occasionally. Occasionally I'll see a train come in. I think they are people heading into work at the fire station, etc. Hardly any usage at all. Now, I think... Oh, where am I going here? Why am I going backwards? That's really strange. My A and W keys have been reversed. A W taking me back and A taking me forward. I have no idea what goes on in this game sometimes. I really don't. But anyway, so that's the... this is what's causing me the problems then. Oh, hang on. What? Oh, now A's taking me forwards and W's taking... No. Oh, what? What? Help! Help! I'm lost. Alright. Ignore the W and the A keys for the moment. What we have here, anyway, is a disaster. Because what I need is for passengers to be coming in and out of the city via here. And this will take all the commuting traffic in and out of the city off of the roads. Right. Now, I've done this reception area. I have built another reception area. Let's go and take a quick look at that. What? Oh my life! Look at this! I have no idea. Look! Everything is reversed! City Skylines! City Skylines! What have you done? I'm totally lost! Everything is reversed! Move the mouse to the top and... oh my... You move the mouse to the top and it's scrolling backwards. Move it to the bottom and it's scrolling forwards. It's like being a fighter pilot. God help me. I cannot be dealing with this. at all. Let's do a quick restart of the game. I'll be right back. Right, so this is reception point B. Now I have switched off a couple of the first person mods and I'm now running on one, and it's running smoothly, which is good. I don't know why all three were switched on, but I never had any problems with all three switched on before. So we get to here, and that's got to be, that's exits only. Where are we? Oh, this is people. Yeah, so this is the cargo depot. This is the railway station, slightly out of focus. Quite a lot out of focus at the moment. When we get to the end of the road here, and that would be to exit the city. This would be to loop over to the, there we are. And this is once again the terminal to shift all the cargo into the city. And then it's the end of the road here. That's to loop back around, I believe, to send freight out of the city, and this must be the exit route to go out of the city. Yeah, we are down the hill, round the corner, and then up and out. And this is all the traffic now going out of the city and away and such. So there we are. So that is how we're supposed to be using that. Now, once again, let's have a look at this and the usage. Focus, camera, focus. Oh, no. Yes. Well, I really don't know what to say to this. This is crazy. Come on. Zoom right out. Zoom right back in. No, it's not making any difference. I don't know what's going on with Cities Skylines at the moment. I really don't. But anyway, as you can probably just about make out, lots of freight traffic, and then over here the two rail terminuses, termini. You've got 23 people have used it, and none have used that one. It should be in the thousands. And then we'll look at the last point. As if I come up here, you can see here we've got. Oh, come on, focus, you thing. Ah, I don't know what to say. Why are you just playing? Perhaps at this level we can make out the. Ah, right. Okay, right. At this level we can make it. As you can see, I don't know. Look, even this. Look, out of focus, into focus. This is weird. Very strange. But yes, as you can see, once again, loads of freight coming in and out of. So this is working really well, and it has taken a lot of traffic off the roads. And all this is heading into the city here, into the huge commercial area. And it's taken, so look, there's barely any traffic coming in. There is freight traffic coming in, but not an awful lot of freight traffic coming in down this route. Quite a bit of freight traffic heading out. I don't understand why it's out of focus. Oh, are we? No, it's very odd. I don't understand. But that's not the problem. Here's the problem. Look. It's working so well that this line here, all these trains, shocker, cannot get out of this industrial zone. This section here, if I can get it into focus for you, there we are. Look at the amount of freight traffic going in and out of these two stations. And they're not the only two. There's this one over here. Not quite so heavy, but there is only half the, most of the estates down that way, and it's clogged, absolutely clogged. It's just there's so much freight traffic trying to, but then you've got these residential lines, freight lines clogged. This one's not clogged until you get down to this junction here, and it's just fighting for space, And the residential lines not being used at all. So I'm going to have to review the residential aspect of the city and find a way of building roads back into my city, because this is clearly not going to work. Right, well that's about it for today's episode, because I have whittled on for quite a while about mods and glitchy mods and the out of focus. This game is never out of focus. It makes me want to sob. This game is so good, and yet then you get this. How are you supposed to play with this? This is like playing in the bathroom with the monitor all steamed up. It's not good. Not good at all. That's me. I finished withering. If you are interested in following the city and see which direction I take it, now I'm going to have to, like I say, change the road networks, etc. Then please like and subscribe. If you're not interested, then I'm surprised you're even listening to me even at this point in the video. I've been BonBonB playing Cities Skylines. You, my friends, have been very welcome.